joined now by our most recent victor, David Bobby Horn. Welcome, David. You'll be nice tonight. Looks like you were answering a lot of messages on your phone. You have some fans watching at home?
Yeah, I do. All my friends, family at home in California. Obviously, my girlfriend texts me and always supportive. And a couple other people I haven't heard from a while that were watching. It's nice to see. Feels good to me. Should be a good one right here. They play each other a lot, but at the same time.
Tough rally. Another point for Parrilla. Yeah, and you're doing a little bit of scouting. We'll be seeing you in the semifinals tonight. You'll play the winner of Andree Parrilla and Christian Longoria. So far, a strong start for Andree Parrilla in game one. Bobby, what would you expect for us to be seeing in this match based on the two game styles you know between Longoria and Parrilla?
We're going to see a lot of shooting from Longoria, and then obviously everybody at home has seen Andree play a lot recently, and get a lot of balls. Make Longoria beat him, especially in this altitude. It's a good setup for Parrilla. And as we get a 5-0 start, we're heading our first time out.
We are. Christian Longoria going to take a quick break that fresh momentum that Parrilla has. We'll be right back with more from
One serving 5.
A little change of power. Christian Longoria scores a point.
Court hander right there, not called. That's a court hander. Brandon, I don't know Brandon's last name, but he's doing a pretty good job. He had he reffed our match, and he's pretty solid today. I think he's going to call it a hinder because it hit a weak spot on the ceiling. That left ceiling has a little bit of, I don't know, water damage it looks like maybe. I'm not sure, but we didn't actually hit it at all, not once. But I'm also playing Montoya, who doesn't hit ceiling balls, so.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that match. That was a tough, very evenly matched match. Steve Black was up here commentating with us, and we thought that looked more like a semifinal or a final. You guys played long.
Yeah, that definitely could be a semifinal. I think Montoya seeded 6 in this tournament. That won't be like that for very much longer. He'll jump up in the 5-4. I'm assuming I have something to say about it, obviously. That's my goal, but he's ridiculous. I have nothing else to say about him besides the fact that he's amazing. So
we can expect to see more of him.
Yeah, exactly. Longoria wearing the dry fit turtleneck. I like it. It's a good look for him.
It's a very serious look.
Skip ball. Yeah, I've never seen one of those actually, and I like it.
Score is 6 serving 1 in game 1. Strong start for Andree Parrilla.
So I was talking about this in the last round. Obviously, Parrilla is my doubles partner, so I try to watch as much as his matches just because my doubles partner, I kind of like to see how he's doing, and I'm playing him next round, so it's good. But last round, he was drive serving, and something you don't see him do very often.
That's a really good option. Or a lob serve. Interesting to see some stronger serves coming out of Andree. Why do you think he would switch it up and start drive serving?
Well, one of the things here is we're at about, I believe, 4,500 feet in altitude, so it's a little easier to hit drive serves hard and get them over the line. Altitude helps a player, or a control player like myself, Parrilla, other control players are here. Everybody's got good control, but we're more hard thinking, wow, as Christian hits a tight rollout push there. But I think the altitude has a lot to do with it, and I think Andree knows that if he wants to make a push for that one spot, he's got to have a little more weapons when he starts playing guys in the semis, finals, even like now in the quarters. Great serve.
Tough serve from Longoria.
Yeah, beautiful
There's
serve.
a point. 2 serves 8.
Surprised he's not calling that a screen.
Shot from Andree.
Two. Oh, Christian making a lot of unforced errors in this first game so far. I actually thought this game would be tight. They're doing a fun thing where someone can win a racket if they guess the right score completely. And I put my paper in. I thought it was going to be like 10 and 8. Parrilla is what I called. So this is not making my prediction look any better.
Cardone in the front predictions as well.
I thought I was the only guy doing it.
Everybody wants that free racket.
It's kind of hoping I would win the racket so I can give it to one of the juniors hanging out at the club here.
Oh, that's so diplomatic of you. That is very nice.
Well, I had a little buddy here during my match. I don't know where he went. And
that's sweet.
So let's go Longoria. Score 10 points, please, this game.
Get you that junior racket. Junior's racket.
Ooh, unforced error by Parrilla.
Andree Parrilla currently number 2 on the WRT. He has 2 WRT title championships, including most recently in September. He was the 2016 Atlanta Open champion. And he won his first ever championship 2015 at the Monterrey Open last December.
I like this strategy from Longoria. Go off the back wall. I like the idea of making Parrilla shoot from the backcourt, but if he's rolling balls like that with his backhand, there'll be troubles.
And just switch up the strategies.
Yeah.
10 serving 2.
It's really weird to see Parrilla hit drive serves. Very interesting.
Nice to see how he can switch it up, though.
Another skip ball. If he can limit those errors, he's going to be right in this game.
Well, I think he's going to go try to change up that strategy and limit those errors, as Bobby Horn suggests. We'll be right back with more of Game 1.
That's tough. That's a great pass. That's kind of what Longoria needs to do, is hit those low, high percentage shots and make Parrilla run all day long. I mean, he's going to run for every ball, and the more you get him moving, the more he's going to miss his setups instead of hitting those nice, solid pinches that he always does.
So looks like he's strategizing on timeout. It's tough. Christian Longoria is one of the youngest players on the tour. He's 18 years old. Gerardo Franco is coming up in the final later today, our 4th quarterfinal. He's another young player out of San Luis Potosi. Players and where they're from, we do have 3 quarterfinalists from San Luis Potosi. We have 2 players from Chihuahua, Mexico. 1 player from Bobby Horn referee. Point for Longoria. Gives him 3.
Am I the lone USA player right now that toured full time? Oh boy, no pressure.
Oh yeah, since Jake Bredenbeck is out injured, suffering from the same injury you suffered from 5 years ago. And he's working right now to recover without having to go into surgery.
Yeah,
So
it's unfortunate.
We do wish Jake Bredenbeck the best of luck. We hope to see him back out on the tour healthy in the next 6 months. When he
I'm praying that he does. Jake, if you're watching, I miss you, buddy. Oh, what touch.
Soft touch from Christian Longoria for another point. Well, he really did seem to re-strategize a little bit in that timeout, and I think you made the observation. He's keeping Andree Parrilla moving and limiting the setups.
It's tough. It's a great shot. Yeah, he's definitely moving around a little better. That serve's coming in a little crisper. That's a word, crisper. I don't know if crisper is a word, but he's hitting it cleaner and bomb there from Christian. That's beautiful. Crispy Christian.
Christian keeping it crispy with another point for 6. Interesting how that momentum can really change. We didn't see a big momentum, you know, a lot of momentum control in your match, so it's interesting to see that change here. And Andree Parrilla is feeling it. He's going to go ahead and take a timeout, which means we'll be right back with more live from Salt Lake City. We're back at the 2016 WRT Rocky Mountain Open. We'd like to take a minute to talk to those viewers about the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Bobby, you've been a part of the foundation for a little while. Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, I know that a lot of people have heard about it, but foundation obviously is a nonprofit that's helping a lot of the younger guys come and play the tournaments and helping them with some experience. Not only that, it's helping a lot of junior program. It's getting kids. I know in my home city we have a program because of it, and well, there's a program there. So I would like the kids that I have at my home city and all over the world to have a chance to play racquetball like I do. So all of you that are watching this for free right now, please go on the website, give to our drop $5 into the foundation for us. If there's 100 of you guys, that's $500 for this tournament. That's $500 for a young player that deserves a chance to play racquetball and make their life better.
Help us grow the sport and keep these players coming out to events like this. Thanks, Bobby.
That's a beautiful pass. That's great. Great shot.
I feel like it was really smart racquetball, too, from such a young player.
Yeah, that's one thing about Christian that everybody talks about is that he has a good feel for whether your opponent's on the court. And that's something that comes with just playing racquetball from when you're in diapers. It's just kind of that's a ridiculous shot by Parrilla.
We talk about playing in diapers, too. Andree Parrilla comes from a racquetball family. His sister plays on the LPRT, Jessica Parrilla. Christian Longoria also comes from a racquetball family. His sister is Paola Longoria, the current #1 in the world. So there's a lot of racquetball already out there. He was 18 and 20. Soft touch from Longoria, but it's not going to work that second time.
Yeah, he's got to mix it up a little bit. He can't just hit that drop shot every time and bank on Parrilla not running for it. You mentioned all the racquetball families, and the craziest thing about all those racquetball families, they're all from San Luis Potosi, which is a hotbed and then obviously you have Chihuahua, where those two cities put out a lot of very, very good players.
And you know, that's also reflected in our quarterfinals. As I said earlier, we have 3 players from San Luis Potosi, 2 from Chihuahua. That's 5. I'm rusty on my math skills. 5 right there from 2 hotbeds that you're talking about.
Good ball. Yeah, and I was talking to Andree about that last night in the hotel room about the program in San Luis. And he was saying they have 100 kids in the junior program right now. They have 4 different coaches, and there's different levels that each kid moves up all the way through different coaches. And it's obviously a system that works. They have a lot of obviously really good players, so it's a good program. One of those solid programs.
Shots from Christian. Parrilla was able to keep it alive there.
That moment, Christian needs to make sure that he's not thinking he needs to murder and kill the ball there. He just needs to keep making Andree get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Don't get too anxious to try to flat roll something when you don't need it. Wow, that's really good.
Fantastic. That's going to put Andree now in his first game point position. 14 serving 7. Andree wins 15-7, which means we're going to take a quick break and go into game 2, see if Christian Longoria can answer back. We'll find out in just a few minutes. We're back with Christian Longoria in game 2. He's going to start it off with a point. Now Longoria, I feel like he hits the ball really hard, and he doesn't look like one of the most powerful players.
Yeah, it's definitely funny. He doesn't look like he's going to crush the ball. He's not very tall, but he rips through that ball. He's got a little weight to him, and he turns that ball really nicely. So that's an inside joke between all the players here. Kind of mess with them a little bit, but he's awesome. Yeah, a little bit once in a while. But everybody jokes around with everybody here.
Yeah,
so.
Everybody's pretty friendly, actually. It is really nice to see how the WRT players get along.
Except me, I'm not a very nice guy, so.
You're pretty funny.
Oh, and Christian.
Unfortunate for Christian.
That's not the time for that. What's really weird is I feel like Christian should make a little more semis and finals, and he doesn't do it as much as I think he should. He's got that talent to do it. There's moments where he kind of falters, so hopefully he can get his stuff together here, try to get this to a breaker, because I definitely want to see when it's more fun to watch.
Well, not only is it fun to watch, but you would play the winner, so that would just keep the anticipation building for you. Do you play your doubles partner or Christian Longoria?
So I want to play Andree really badly, just because we've been playing tournaments. We've been going to the same tournaments for, I don't know, 4 years. Maybe not every single tournament, but we've never played each other in singles, ever.
Yeah,
so
Andree was saying that last night. It would be really interesting to see this be the first time you two play each other.
Yeah, we gotta figure out who's daddy. So hopefully me. Hopefully I play him and I beat him good.
It's nice to see how Longoria has that control too. He just had that. He's really been playing the off-speed shot a lot. Second serve.
Yeah, it's a really good change of pace, that his little dinks and touch shots. But one thing that people at home can watch is when he hits it, you'll notice that he doesn't just put his racket out. He actually hits that ball out for a dink. He's not just holding his racket out and pushing the ball. He hits it.
Talk about a dink. You definitely had like the play of the day so far in your match.
The fake out, yes. I thought you were talking about the other shot.
There's so many, it's hard to keep track.
No. I hit I jumped up and I got lucky and I hit it around my back and it got the crack on the front wall.
That was a great play too.
It was extremely lucky. But the fake out is something I do pretty often. It doesn't always get everybody, but it's kind of fun.
That was fun to watch. 2 serving 1. Excuse me, 1 serving 2. Backwards. Longoria starting out with the lead in game 2.
Yeah, he's looking a little more comfortable here. Oh, and he misses it. One thing I would like to see Christian do a little bit is bend his knees a little bit. He hits the ball standing straight up a lot of times, and that results in him swinging down on it to try to kill it. And I think that might be where some of his inconsistencies are. Wow. Longoria hits just a routine right corner flat rollout pinch.
Andree is such a controlled player too. I feel like he has a good control over his attitude and his body, and he's not one of the most players, but he's a smart player. And he has a lot of tools in his tool bag.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I've only seen him really get down on himself a few times, and usually that's against a really good power player like Jake or someone that, or Cardona at times, when they just serve out of their mind and just hitting the ball as hard as they can and he can't retrieve it. But if he's tough as nails, he's ridiculous. He's able to get
And he's just been really making his way up through the ranks too. He's now currently #2, and it's been well earned, and it's been fun to watch him move through the ranks as a lot of these players.
Yeah, you get one win right now for any of us, and you're making a push for by the end of the year. I'm predicting that I'm pretty sure Cardona has one, I believe.
Pretty much locked.
But starting next season, I believe that it'll be a lot closer than it has in the past. Too many good players coming. Montoya's obviously taking them out last weekend, and hopefully one of us can get him this weekend. I think everybody besides Cardona wants to see him battle for that spot.
Gotta love that competition and the fire of all these players on the tour. We've watched you come up the ranks as well. You're now currently #3.
Something like that.
Well, if anyone wants to check it out and fact check us at home, they can go to worldracketballtour.com and click on the rankings.
I had a recent drop, I believe.
Yeah, that is tough. We work on a rolling calendar here at the WRT, so it's from today's date, last year on today's date. Those are your points.
That's good. Oh, I saw it skip, but referee Brandon calls it skip. Do we know Brandon's last name?
Gould.
Gould. Brandon Gould.
It's all tied up at 3-3.
Andree asking a couple of the guys outside if it skipped. A lot of fair play this weekend from all the guys.
Yeah, we saw that in your matches.
Yeah, a couple calls here and there that are obviously a little questionable, but very, very clean matches played pretty much for everybody. People aren't trying to take skips, not trying to take 2 bounces. You get a few here and there that are close that you're not sure, but good sportsmanship is fun to watch, and get a clean, good spin.
You're absolutely right. Wow, great shot from Christian from the side out.
And I'm thinking I might have to get my eyes checked. I thought that ball skipped. But good shot by Christian. I think we're at 3 serving 4. Great serve.
Yeah, a lot of power in that one.
Another skip.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of mistakes from Christian, a couple from Parrilla too, and sometimes that just makes such a big difference.
Yeah, unforced errors are one of the first things that I preach to everybody. If you're losing a lot of points because you're skipping the ball, you're just giving points away. So bring that target up. If I was coaching Christian, oh, great get.
Wow.
Wow.
And Andree puts it away. You know, Christian has a really good reach. I feel like there's been a couple balls I didn't think he was going to be able to get to, and he has a long reach.
Yeah, and he hits a lot of stuff open stance, which that means you're not getting your best facing square to the back, the side wall. So he's going to get to a lot of balls to his forehand by just moving laterally. He's really good at it. Good hands, obviously. He skips another ball. Brutal.
He looks like he's doing the timeout walk. He sure is after that skip. But the score is 6-3 in game 2. We'll be right back. We're back as Christian Longoria coming back out to the court. He called that timeout as he tries to break some of Andree Parrilla's momentum. Parrilla makes his way back out. He's been making a lot of errors, so it will be interesting to see if that's something he can cut down and hopefully make a difference for him in game 2.
Yeah, it's the kind of the story of this match. Great shot by Christian. I think it's, again, if I was coaching Christian, I would tell him to hit those nice down the lines and cross courts and then mix that pinch in there and get Parrilla backing up, waiting for that pass, and then a foot fault, I believe, is a second serve, so foot.
Is a foot fault a side out or a second? It'll be a second serve. Yeah, second serve.
Yeah, so we're gonna get the right call here. Christian didn't, so this doesn't happen very often, but actually Christian does it a decent amount, and Brandon doing a great job making sure he's playing by the rules, but Christian starts sometimes behind the middle line, so he's not starting inside the box completely. He has it hanging over right past that line a little bit. Doesn't get called very often, but great shot. That's the shot that he needs right there. Doesn't need to go for a rush, just make Parrilla run. Beautiful shot. Now we're at 3-6. See if you can make a little run here.
3 serving 6. Skipped one in the middle of the rally. It didn't get called, but Christian again with the unforced error there on the setup off the back wall. Can't say it enough. He's got to limit that if he wants a chance at this match. Great shot. And a point for Andree Parrilla.
And who's our next match coming up?
Well, Bobby, funny you should ask. Our next match is Jaime Martel from Chihuahua, Mexico versus Jose Daniel Ugalde. Now that is a doubles pair who have each other already.
Yeah, that should be a really good one. Jose Ugalde, Daniel. We call him Topo.
AKA Topo.
AKA Topo. These courts play perfectly to his game. He's extremely fast. He plays really hard, and it's a rally court, so I think that is I don't know if I'll hang out to watch it, but
yeah, that should be another
very
fun match.
Good.
And we'll finish up our quarterfinals with Alex Cardona, the current #1.
Speaking of fast, Franco, I watched him play doubles last night, and that kid is lightning.
He is. He's fun to watch. He's up on the side of the courts here getting ready for his quarterfinal coming up next.
Christian, there's a big white thing in front of the court. It's called the front wall. Let's hit that. If he can hit that wall, he's going to be money.
So for those beginners, that's the advice from David Horn. Make sure you hit that
The big white thing that we always hit the ball towards. Very important. Again, another skip ball.
Skip.
He has to be up in the range of 30 skips this match, at least. He's going bottom board, and when you're not killing it, it'll be the death of you. Not literally, in a racquetball match.
It'll be a racquetball death.
Yep, Brandon's on top of it.
Definitely be a warning. Christian Longoria's frustration is just dominating him right now. He's gonna call his second timeout, see if he can cool off. We'll be right back with more of our quarterfinals. Andree Parrilla kicking off another serve. See if Christian can get his timeout. Doesn't. There's another point for Andree Parrilla.
12-3 opening up the lead.
Ooh, that was close. Side out for Christian Longoria. Hit that white wall in the front?
Hit the white wall. Let's go, Christian. There you go. Oh. And the frustration just keeps adding up.
Yeah, it looks like I was just going to ask, and Andree is pointing it out, but what is the statute of limitations there on the warning and what you're hitting? Is it just the ref's call?
Yeah, and I think Andree's right here. That's not allowed, actually. The referee's saying if he wants to break his racket, he can, but he's not allowed to hit the racket on the wall.
Interesting.
I think that should be a technical, personally. Abuse to the court. Abuse to the court, but
yeah, hitting the wall. Intentional to take out frustration.
Wow,
oh
that's just
my.
ridiculous. Overhead.
Falling backward.
That's
Overhead.
just yeah, exactly. That's just classic Parrilla. He just, does all these weird slicing, pinching balls that are just ridiculous. Back to what we were talking about the technical stuff. Timeout, which is wow. And there's Parrilla. Match.
Andree wins
15-3
in game 2. Yeah, great playing from both players. Do you want to finish what you were saying about the technical?
Yeah, I just think that he can get an extra timeout that way if you just smash your racket. So
we're going to take it down to Joe Napodi. Unmute.
15-3 in the second one. How did you feel?
No, that wasn't easy. Christian is a really good player. I've played before with him, and I've had tough matches against him, so I knew that I had to start strong as I did, and hopefully my shots were there and I was on fire, so I could make it.
You were on fire. That was a tremendous right-hand smash into the left corner there. Do you think you're going to play David Bobby Horn the same way, or are you going to adjust a little bit?
I want to try to play the same way, maybe a little bit change on the serve because Bobby is different. This would be our first time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, playing against each other. So that must be fun. He's one of the greatest people on the tour. I really like him, and
Well, it's going to be a tremendous match because both of you guys get everything, so it's really going to be fun to watch. Congratulations again. We'll see you in the semis in a few minutes. Okay? And that concludes our second quarterfinal match, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with our third quarterfinal match between Jaime Martel and Jose Daniel Ugalde in just a few minutes right here on the WRT.